Hi, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles again, and we're still teaching you about some of our different morphs that we've got. And today, we've got what's called an incomplete dominant or a co-dominant, meaning that there is a super form of this. We're going to show you some pastels. If you were to breed pastel to pastel, it looks totally different than a normal pastel. That's what makes it an incomplete dominant. And we'll actually get to something that carries that a little later. We're also going to do a death-defying stunt today on camera. We're going to handle 2 snakes at once. What we've got in here is 2 pastels, if you count the heads, 1 and 2. We'll get this one on top first. This lets you see a little bit of the variance in the color on 2 different animals. This is our little pastel het exanthic, and her name is Pandora. And here comes one of our big proven breeder females, who is one of our larger ball pythons. Her weight's actually down right now. She's still putting on weight from laying eggs, but she's starting to fill back out. She usually weighs over 3,000 grams when we breed her, so she's not small. And you can see just there's a little bit of difference in the color of the 2. Not a lot, but a little bit. So there is some variance in pastels. Pastels are really cool critters. They came out in 1997. It's one of the older ball python morphs that are out there, and they were also first produced by Nerd. So another Nerd production here. You can see why those guys are so large. They've got amazing stuff. Now a pastel's pretty common. You see a lot of them. They're one of the bases in every really cool thing you want to do. If you want to make bright colors, man, you need to start using some pastels. But when these things came out, it was shattering to the market. I mean, they're wildly different than a normal, especially as babies. They're very bright. And we'll even pull out a baby pastel and show it to you in a second if you'd like to see one, so you can get an idea of how bright they are as babies. But it changed everything as far as incomplete dominant traits that you can get. These were a game changer. They really were. And they mix with everything so well. That's why we've got so much pastels. We want to brighten everything up. So tell you what, why don't we put these ladies back?
Before you do, question.
Yes, ma'am.
On camera, they look very similar. Can you describe
similar.
what separates each one of them?
They are very similar, but as you look, this girl, being that she's a little bit older especially, is a shade darker. See the difference? The shades on the side? Mm-hmm. Lighter, it's a little bit darker.
It looks like Pandora has fading. Is that normal?
Like the blushing here and here?
Yes.
Yes, pastels do show blushing, some more than others. Demeter has some blushing under there and there as well. So it's pretty common for them to show blushing. They also carry a blushed head. You can see on their heads. It's usually blushed like right down there by where the neck starts. Very common with pastels. So they come out a lot brighter yellow, and they kind of turn to golden. You don't need to hold one. You can hold this one for a second. There you go. Hold on to that one. Now can you film and handle a snake at the same time? Let me put these girls up so I can show you some babies.
You're in luck. I'm more than just a pretty face.
What you guys don't know at home, is I kind of sprung the whole baby thing on the camera girl, so I thought it was a good idea mid-filming. So, and I also sprung the 2 snakes on her. We usually only do 1 snake at a time. But I thought it would be kind of fun to show you some of the differences. So she's kind of having to be interactive. Come on over here, baby rack, and we'll find just a regular pastel. We'll grab this one out here. You might get to see me get bit, too. Oh, yay! So we'll pull her out so you can really kind of see her. And this is what they look like as babies. This is really nice pastel. Some of her colors come in. She's probably getting to be, not quite a month old yet. And she's eaten 3 meals now, including one just a couple days ago. So, as you can see, there's some of the blushing spots. Some flames, and how bright the colors are compared to the adults. And the blushing on the head on this pastel is pretty extreme. When she came out here, it was almost white. There's no chance she was more than just a pastel based on the breeding and the rest of the look. So we knew what she was, but she looked pretty funky for being a regular old pastel. This girl's actually already spoken for too, so you can't buy this one either, because a guy by the name of Joe Wood already beat you to it. This will be his snake. So sorry, but that's kind of where we're at on the pastels.
Don't forget to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter.